Our philosophy at Peter Thompson Associates is to fight hard for our clients, but do so in a way that gives respect to our clients, making sure that we're addressing their concerns, their questions in a timely way so that they feel respected by us. We've had a number of very complex cases where we've had to devote a lot of time to the case to make sure it gets to where it needs to be as quickly as possible and taking the best possible route. But at the same time, we realize that things come up that clients need to have addressed. For example, recently I had a client who was involved in a very serious motorcycle accident. He had a brain injury as a result of that accident, and he's had a number of problems at work as a result of that. So not only were we representing him in connection with what was happening in the personal injury claim and trying to get the insurance company to pay a fair and reasonable amount, but we stepped in to also help him with his employment situation. His employer was not willing to provide accommodations for the brain injuries and was threatening to take away his job. So that wasn't something that was specifically part of our case, but we were glad to help him, and we did help him, and he to this day is employed successfully. Another recent case, we represented a South Portland police officer who was very seriously injured in a motorcycle accident. As a result of that accident, he had huge medical bills. During the case, we of course worked to get the most insurance coverage that we could for him. But one of the bigger issues in that case was because the insurance coverage was limited and because his medical bills were so high, we had to make sure we reduced the amount of the medical liens that were on the case. They were in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. We successfully reduced those bills down to 20% of what the original bill was. That ended up netting our client much more money than he would have otherwise received. In yet another case in which we were trying to find ways in which to get our client the health insurance and coverage that she needed in order to be able to get better, we had to go to the insurance company and fight for a number of treatments that the insurance company wasn't willing to pay for. So our services went beyond just simply trying to maximize the amount of recovery or settlement value in the case. We were trying in that instance to be able to get coverage so that the client could get whatever services that were necessary in order to get better. That's often very important because when you're dealing with health insurance companies, a lot of times doctors are recommending services that the insurance companies aren't willing to pay for. Another problem that our clients frequently encounter is that they just simply don't have the money to be able to pay for services they need due to lack of insurance coverage, for example. In those situations, we will very often be able to work out arrangements with the healthcare providers, the doctors, the physical therapists, whatever it may be, so that we can get the client the services that he or she needs.